All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Bible Tales where, I almost went into my previous thing. Okay. Today, we're actually going to go through continue through our biblical logic, but also, Andrew, can you just lightly walk over here? Thank you. But before we do, I want to go through some trivia to see if you boys, how much you can get with this. Okay, Alex, this first one is for you.
Trivia?
It is not bunny trivia. It's biblical trivia. Okay.
Oh.
Alex, which part of a man's body is named after a man in the Bible?
Your Adam's apple?
Oh, good job, dude. I'm impressed. All right, Andrew.
That was actually kind of easy because it's literally apple, Adams.
That is great. Yeah,
I
you're
was
good.
actually surprised about that.
I'm not gonna lie.
And
easy.
super quick, too. Okay, Andrew, this one's pretty easy, too, but we'll see if you know it. Jesus once healed 10 men at one time of the same disease. What was it?
Leprosy.
Leprosy. Good job. Okay. How about, all right. Oh, okay, this is a good one. Spell crucifixion, Alex.
C-R-U-F.
Nope.
Oh.
C.
I.
Wait, what?
Huh? Oh.
C-R.
C-R-U. C. I. N.
You say I-N?
F.
Oh.
Ixon.
No.
Ixon.
I-X-O-N.
I-O-N. Good job.
I could have got that easily.
Andrew.
What?
This is not about that, son. Oh, this is a good one. Who is Esau's mother?
Rachel.
Good job. All right. Alex, fill in the following blank with one word. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of... What?
Did I get it right?
I didn't hear what you said. Say it louder. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of... You know what it is?
No, not you.
Yes, of course.
Wait.
It's wisdom is the answer.
Oh. Hey.
To whom did God... Okay, all right. This just a couple more. To whom did God say, I am that I am? Moses. Good job. Say it with confidence.
Moses.
Yes. Maybe not so loud, but with confidence. What is another term, Andrew, for the Magi?
Satraps.
Oh, is it? Maybe. I thought it was wise men. Let's see what they say. Yeah, the wise men. Satrap is like a senator, like somebody in charge of an area. All right, one more for Andrew. What king wanted to kill baby Jesus?
This is easy. It's Herod.
Okay.
Wait, one more.
All right.
No, what? No.
Shh.
I got one more.
Oh, that one's too easy. Hold on. Stop it. Oh, okay. This one is not hard, but we'll see. You should know. Actually, both of you should know this easily. Excuse me. All right. Alex. What was the name of the angel that told Mary she would be the mother of Jesus?
Gerald? Whatever, Harold or something. George.
George the
angel. Give me a hint.
Gabriel.
Harold was better. No, Gerald.
Some of these are like super easy.
Gerald
this one's not as obvious, but you might know, Andrew. What was Paul's trade or job? Look up.
Persecuting Christians.
No, I'm talking about like
carpenter.
While he was a Christian, what was his trade or job? No, that was Jesus. What was Paul's trade or job? Do you guys remember?
Yeah, I know.
Missionary.
No, his job. Like how he earned money.
Didn't he like make tents?
Yes, he was a
tenter.
Tent maker. Tent maker. Good job, Alex. Okay, I want you to sit up. Get off my lap, please.
It was on the tip of my toe.
It
was on the tip of my toe.
All right, should we do one more?
Yes, for me.
Okay. Andrew, name the mother of the Joseph who ruled in Egypt.
I'm thinking. Hold on.
You know it. The answer is not on there.
I don't know.
You don't remember? Well, who did Isaac marry?
Esau. Wait.
Wait, what?
Wait. What?
Who is it? I believe it's Rachel, isn't it?
Or is it like Leah?
It's Rachel or Leah, but I think it's Rachel. Joseph? Yeah, Rachel. Rachel is the mom. That's what I thought.
I knew it.
Okay, can you hold this, please, Andrew? It's on. All right. Alex, come back here, please. Good job. You guys have shown that you...
I want to do one to you.
Okay, all right.
Give him a hard one.
Hold on. This is on, so let's not flop around with it because all the noise. Okay. He has to make sure you can have the right answer first. Can you wait?
No.
Okay.
That's not my.
Can you unlock it? Which it already was, so I don't know why it got. Okay.
Because it turns off automatically.
No, I'm talking about locked. Like my facial recognition.
How many wives of royal blood did Solomon have? 0, 1, 2, 700, or 1,000?
Wives of royal blood?
Yeah.
1,000 is
Wives.
wild.
Gosh, does it say royal blood though?
Yes.
Okay.
Royal blood.
The Bible says that he had 700 wives and 300 concubines. Does it say 700 wives of royal blood? I don't remember that, but I'm going to go with 700 because that's how many wives the Bible said he had.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you imagine 700 wives plus 300 concubines? All right, I'll let Andrew do one for us so we can get into this, please, Alex. Play the Jeopardy music.
What land did Cain go to live in, which was east of Eden?
What land did Cain go to live in that was east of Eden?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Wait, no, let me see the answer.
I know this actually. Right? Is it obvious? Is it some obscure like word that we've read like 12 times in 15 years?
It's in Genesis 4:16.
Wait, what was the question?
Cain settled in the area of...
Canaan.
No, I don't think it's
Oh.
Canaan. Should be though. Abraham settled in Canaan.
Daddy,
I don't remember.
Daddy,
Nod.
God.
whenever I hear of Canaan, I think of
Cain?
Hold on, let me one more.
Canes?
One more.
no.
What?
I think of the what's
The rise of the rebels or something. That,
Oh yeah, the guy.
yeah.
Yeah, his name was Canaan.
Um,
I think it was just rebels.
who were Andrew, Thomas, and Simon?
disciples,
No.
Andrew,
Brothers.
Thomas, and Simon.
Mm-hmm.
brothers. But they weren't
Well, Andrew and
disciples.
Simon were brothers. Was Thomas a third brother? No,
They were
they were fishermen.
tax collectors.
No, fishermen.
No.
Well, that was nasty.
Residents of
Okay, I'm just gonna give you the answer. The Pope.
I guess the Pope.
oh, they were popes. Okay,
The Pope.
that's not like Bible history. That's...
I just chose a.
I didn't know. I thought,
Okay.
yeah. All right. Let's stick to the ones that are actually in the Bible. Because there was one about Roman Catholicism I didn't ask also. Okay. Andrew, would you actually, I'll hold this. Okay, guys. So today we're going to continue our lesson through biblical logic and training our brain. Good reasons to believe something. Okay. So what's wrong with this quote, you guys? Alex, what's wrong with this quote from Abraham Lincoln? What's wrong with this quote from sit back. What's wrong with this quote from Abraham Lincoln? The problem with quotes found on the internet is that they are often not true.
Bro, the internet wasn't around when he was president.
There you go.
That was
Or when
easy.
he was what?
alive.
Alive. Yeah. Good job. All right.
That was so
And Andrew
easy.
Andrew didn't get it.
Well, yeah, because Alex was talking.
Okay. Many people believe what they see or hear on social media from their friends, entertainment, and YouTube influencers, and they don't question it or test it to see if it's true. By the way, we're getting this from most of what we're talking about here is from the what's the guy's name again?
Ken Ham.
No,
Or Charles. Frank Turek.
Frank Turek. Thank you.
Dad.
Frank Turek's logic course and book that we bought, actually. Yes. This is on. So, okay. Now? Well, then you better go do it. Alex and I will continue. All right. Can you not bounce around? All right, Alex, here. Hold this since it's just you and I. Okay. Don't touch the top because it'll make a bunch of noise. All right, Alex, is this a good reason to believe? Wait. Alex, there are usually 4 categories that our beliefs fall into. Okay. Parents, psychological, religious, and philosophical. So we're going to go into the social, right? Who's the social?
Parents.
Parents and who else?
No.
Did I say parents? I meant social.
You said parents.
I meant
You said
social.
Parents.
So yeah, parent. Read those
Social.
in the mic.
Social.
Not too close.
Physiological.
No, right here.
Parents, friends, influencers, culture, and society.
Yeah, that's right. Not too close. And then psychological, which is your mind, right? Comfort, peace of mind.
Meaning,
Not at the
purpose,
same time.
hope, identity.
Okay, let's one at a time next time. All right, how about religious?
Pastor, church, the Bible, priest.
Yeah, that's right. And then I'll do this one. Philosophical, which is consistent, logical, mathematical, and real. There you go. All right. Okay, and then social reasons. Alex, is this a good reason to believe? I go to church. Is this by itself? Is this a good reason to believe? I go to church because my parents make me go, and since my family is mostly Christian, I'm a Christian too. Is that a good reason? No. Can you put that up there? Is that a good reason? No, not really. Right? It's a reason why you can be influenced, as we talk about, but it's not the reason to believe something is true. There has to be good reasons to believe something. And the best reason is because it's true, no matter who believes it and who doesn't, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
Wait, was that part of the reason
And then-
that I was supposed to say if it was a good reason or a bad reason?
No, I'm just clarifying something. Psychological reasons. Is it a good reason? Is this a good reason to believe in Buddhism? I practice Buddhism by meditating because it clears my mind and brings me peace. Wow. Okay. Is that a good reason to believe in Buddhism?
No.
Okay. I would agree with you. No, it's not. And here it is. Hey, some people don't bounce, please. Some people like to believe in things that make them feel good. In other words, some people will believe something just because it brings them peace or makes them happy. Oh, sorry, everybody, if that was like super loud in the camera. People who believe for these reasons might think that what they believe is true just because it confirms their feelings. But as we discussed, the truth is the truth no matter if it feels good or if it hurts. Believing something is true based on how it makes you feel. Stop it.
Bro.
Believing something is true based on how it makes you feel is dangerous because the truth doesn't take into consideration how we feel. And the truth doesn't change just because it hurts your feelings. Facts don't care about your feelings. The truth is the truth whether we like it or not. All right, Andrew, is this a good reason to believe your youth pastor? My youth pastor told me dinosaurs were on the ark. He's really smart, and since he's a pastor, he's never wrong.
That's not a good reason.
I would agree. Definitely not a good reason.
I mean,
We might think it's a good reason to believe something is true because we love a certain Bible verse or because the pastor told us to believe it. But again, is that a good reason to believe? Your pastor is likely a credible source, which means he has a history of being right when it comes to the Bible. He knows his stuff. You don't have to doubt everything he says, but do you want to know why he's come to his, but you do want to know why he's come to his conclusions. The point is, just because somebody is reliable doesn't mean that they don't get things wrong sometimes. Do I get things wrong sometimes?
Yes.
Okay. Definitely. On the other hand, there might be a non-credible source that says true things. For example, some atheists share scientific facts about the universe, but that doesn't mean they are a credible source when it comes to God's existence because they claim he doesn't exist, or to God's existence because they claim he doesn't exist. The point is, sources in one topic can and do share true information on other topics. Our beliefs should come from examining the evidence ourselves and by also examining whether or not a source is credible. And then we come to the philosophical reasons. Andrew, is this a good reason to believe in God? I believe God exists because I've examined the evidence and see that it points to an intelligent cause.
Yes.
Good job. When we believe, that's not a trick question, right? When we believe something because there is evidence for it, then we know why we believe what we do. When we take the initiative to examine the evidence and come to reasonable conclusions, then we aren't being told what to think. We are learning how to think. This aligns with loving God with our minds because we should believe whatever aligns with reality. We should believe what is logical and real. This is the best reason to arrive at a belief. The heck was that? Andrew, can you handle the truth? Some people, Alex, can't handle the truth. But just because you can't handle it doesn't mean it goes away. And the ultimate reason to believe anything at all is because it's true. To love God with your mind is to first love the truth and then recognize truth from error.
Did you add that in, or was that part of the book?
That's part of there. It's from a movie called A Few Good Men. And Jack Nicklaus was an attorney and he was arguing. He said, "You want the truth? You can't handle the truth." It's kind of a famous line. But calm down, Jack. We can handle the truth. All right. What is this, Andrew?
Oh, don't worry about
I'm not worried about it. I'm just wondering what it is.
that. So don't worry about that.
All right. So to recap, there are some categories that, well, these are the categories that fall into why you would believe something, right? Social, psychological, religious, and philosophical, right? So to recap, social are people around you, right? Your parents, your friends, influencers, culture, society. Psychological is your mind, right? Meaning, purpose, hope, identity. Religious, of course, pastor, church, the Bible, priest. And then philosophical is consistent, logical, mathematical, and real. So philosophy is super important, guys. There's good philosophy and bad philosophy. Do not fall prey to bad philosophy. Hold this, please.
More trivia?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Who flipped these around?
Andrew,
Not me.
you were touching them.
Okay, whoever, come on, guys.
I got it.
All right, Andrew.
Yeah.
The woman who was bleeding for 12 years was healed when she touched what?
Jesus' rod or clothing or something.
Garment, yeah. Who are the best friends of Shadrach? Who was the best friend of
Daniel.
Shadrach,
Did you say
Meshach,
David?
and
Yes,
Abednego?
I meant Daniel.
Oh, Andrew, spell Zechariah.
Zechariah.
Okay, good job. Here, for Alex.
Can I choose a question for you?
Sure. Wait, hold on.
You have to give me a question I actually know.
No, please.
Okay, here's one.
Of Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, which one was a doctor?
Do you remember?
I don't think it's John.
It's not John, you're right.
Good boy.
What?
I'm just kidding.
Matthew, Mark, Luke?
Luke?
No, is it Matthew?
Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John.
Yeah.
The gospel.
Matthew, Mark, and Luke.
So what was Matthew?
Matthew was a tax collector.
That's right. So not Matthew.
So not John. So
not
it's
John.
Mark or Luke. Which one?
I don't know any of those.
Well, what do we know about Mark?
I don't know.
Do you remember?
No. What?
John Mark was his name, right? Mark essentially, mommy's right. Mark essentially was one of Peter's proteges. So the Gospel of Mark is actually kind of the Gospel of Peter. Okay, so if he was following Peter around, do you think he was a doctor?
No.
So who does that leave?
Mark.
No.
I mean Luke.
Luke. Yeah, Luke was a
Good
doctor.
boy.
All right, one more for Alex.
No, I want to do one for Dad because this one's hard. Which of the following was not an Old Testament queen? Cleopatra, Jezebel, Esther, or Bathsheba?
Not an Old Testament
Hmm?
queen. I mean, it depends on what you mean by Old Testament. Or alive in the Old Testament, or written about in the Old Testament.
Written about
Cleopatra.
Oh.
Yeah, good boy.
Yeah.
All right, Alex.
No, he said it was for me.
One for Alex. One for Alex.
Do.
Stop. All right, Alex. One shot. Here's redemption. Redemption. Spell crucifixion, death on a cross.
No, we don't need to do that.
Okay,
one,
fine.
guys.
Death on
No.
a cross is easy.
Oh wait.
I think I can spell it though.
Crucifixion is what he was asking to spell.
Yeah,
We
I
already
know.
did that one.
Crucifixion,
okay.
death on the cross.
No, just they were giving the definition of it.
Out of what did God make
You gotta
man?
give me a heads up, dude.
Oh, sorry.
What?
Alex, out of what did God make man?
Eve is out of two things. A rib or
No, that's one.
Oh, dust. Good boy.
okay, wait, I'm doing for Andrew.
All right. Okay, one more.
All of the marbles.
What marbles?
In which? No.
Okay, I'm done now. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Where did you hear your Jeopardy song from? Like,
I don't know. Jeopardy. In my head.
Okay. What kind of water did Jesus offer the woman at Jacob's well?
holy water.
No.
Cat.
No.
Can I tell you?
Yes.
The water of life.
I mean
Eternal life.
Eternal
Living
water.
water. Living water. Living water.
Eternal
That's right.
water.
Eternal
Living water.
I'm like, so
How do we not know that? That's bad. All right. Okay. Enough goofiness. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. We hope this blesses you. Bye-bye.